Mark Denham on Atom Radio.
Hello, welcome to Atom Radio's Drivetime podcast. The best bits of. This is Mark from Drivetime, and I am sat here on Friday. It's just after the show on Friday, the 21st of June, summer solstice day, longest day today, which means that this will be out tomorrow, Saturday. So it will be today, Saturday. Obviously, by the time you're listening to it, this is going to get confusing now, isn't it? I'm sat here yesterday recording this so you can be listening to it today. Now you're all confused, aren't you? And to be honest, so am I. But what I was going to say was yesterday is the summer solstice. That's the longest day of the year. And today will be the first of the shorter days. So what we're basically saying now is the daylight hours get shorter and shorter and shorter, and the darkness hours get longer and longer and longer. The good news is you can console yourself for the next few minutes anyway with the best bits of drive time from this week. I had an idea on Wednesday for an alternative festival, and we did get some suggestions as to who could come to my alternative festival, but it's a little strange. A malfunction of Twitter, and an annoying one as well. How you can get kudos for inventing something whilst actually inventing absolutely nothing. A school has had to apologise for actually having fun. No fun at the school, definitely not. And a complete waste of time for singletons as well. All on the way in this week's podcast. Settle back and enjoy episode 50.
Atom Radio. Ooh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
Mark Denham.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
I'm thinking of a festival idea, right? And this may sound a little bit morbid, and it's not meant to sound morbid by any stretch of the imagination. But my idea is people who cannot play at a festival. If you could make them play at this festival, by that I mean obviously people that maybe are no longer with us, or perhaps bands that have split up. I mean, like for me, I'd go Oasis because I can't see them ever performing together again. But yeah, who would you have if there was a festival of people that couldn't perform again? So could be people like, say, Michael Jackson that are no longer with us, or, you know, somebody like that, or Oasis, for example, that could but won't. Who would be on your list for people to play at this festival if you could organise one?
Drive Time with Mark Denham.
I tell you what I was going to say. I did read something yesterday. I'm going to sneeze, and that'll be quite annoying. I did read something yesterday that happened to say, like if you have a dream and you work hard enough, you can make it reality. And I don't really think that that's true, if I'm honest. I mean, like, I would quite like to play in the ICC Cricket World Cup final for England. But I don't think no matter how hard I work, is that going to come true? It's just not going to happen, is it? Like, you know, it doesn't matter how hard I work. I am not going to be one of the 11 best cricketers in England and magically get in the squad. Not going to happen.
Drive Time with Mark Denham.
All right, you know, I said I was going to talk about Twitter. Last year, I muted hashtag Love Island and just the words Love Island as a phrase. I muted them on Twitter, right? And I must admit, I've forgotten I'd done this. This year, I am seeing tweet after tweet after tweet about Love Island. And I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute, I'm going to go mute them. So I've gone into my muted words, and there they are, muted forever. So how am I still seeing them? I mean, what is going on? What is the point of muted words if I am still actually being forced to see all these tweets? It doesn't work, does it? Twitter, can you please explain this? Like, what is happening? I cannot, muted from home timeline, muted from notifications, muted from anyone forever. Like, you know, what more can you need? I just don't get it. Muted from anyone forever. I don't get it. Why is this not working? Twitter, help me out here. What's going on? I don't want to see about Love Island. I really don't.
Yeah!
Mark Denham.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Trending right now, Lidl is launching a croissant roll hybrid called a Kroll. All right, come on, how is this trending? It's just like a big croissant that's been cut in half with a burger stuck inside it. How's that actually trending? How's it actually invented anything? You know, it's just cutting a croissant in half. It's not like people thought, you know, like, we'll actually make a hybrid. No, we'll just cut a croissant in half and we'll call it a Kroll. come on.
Drive Time with Mark Denham.
Lionel Richie, Dancing on the Ceiling, Blue, All Right. I am surprised nobody has come up with an event yet where you can dance on the ceiling, like, suction cups or bungee cords or something like that. People came up with, didn't they, the silent disco, which is just dumb, really, because how do you socialise a silent disco? It's all very well, dancing with your headphones on and that to music that only you can hear, but how do you socialise? Because at least if you go to a club, you can shout at each other still and hear each other. But if you go to a silent disco, how do you socialise?
Yeah!
Mark Denham.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
It's Friday's Drive Time, and we live in a world, don't we, in 2019 that is so politically correct, and you have to be careful, always careful, just in case you offend anybody. A school has now had to apologise to parents after 13-year-old students were asked to nominate for end-of-year awards. Outraged parents said the school should win an award for ruining their children's mental health. This came after Hugh Christie School in Tunbridge wanted pupils to rate each other based on their looks. The winner was set to be unveiled at the end-of-year assembly. Children were also asked to choose the best couple from groups of 13 and 14-year-olds. Do you know what? It's just like a beauty show, isn't it, at school? But in this day and age, you can't do it, can you? Because somebody is going to get offended, even though it's only a bit of fun for the end-of-season, the end-of-year awards. Somebody is bound to get offended by that, though, aren't they? It's such a shame that we cannot have fun like that anymore.
Drive Time with Mark Denham.
Mark with you on the big drive home. A woman drinking from a pink G&T, or drinking even a pink G&T from a wine glass on the tube, has sent Twitter into a meltdown. She's hailed a queen and a hero despite actually breaking the law. Communications director Mark Locke, who's 45, captured the impressive moment, even a glamorous woman sipped on what appeared to be a pink G&T from a glass on the Northern Line. The tweet has received over 5,000 likes, 13,000 retweets, and he's commented it. To the lady drinking a pink gin and tonic from a glass on the Northern Line, I salute you. The lady is dressed in a black roll neck, black trousers, sunglasses, socks and flip-flops. Socks and flip-flops. She ain't no hero.
Drive time with Mark Denham.
It is 5:08, Friday's Drive Time, and you got Mark streaming from Slough. I spotted yesterday, we did that quiz on BuzzFeed earlier about the ASMR. I did spot yesterday on BuzzFeed as well. They did an article, set up an online dating profile and we'll tell you whether you'll be successful or not. So basically you go on their site and then you set up this fake online dating profile and they'll analyse your profile and tell you whether or not they think you will be successful. Well, you see, I've got a good idea on this. If you are single and you want to go dating, why not go on a dating site, set up a dating profile for real, and then you won't be wasting time, will you? Because you will know whether you've been successful or not. If you get matches and you get interest, then yeah, you've done all right. If not, then you just wasted your time for absolutely nothing on BuzzFeed. Stupid.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
So what's the point to that? Why would you need to set up a fake profile to know if you'll be successful? If you actually want to date, then you are going to either have to do it the old-fashioned way or you're going to have to set up an online profile, in which case you will soon find out whether you are successful or not by whether you get any matches or not. So why would you waste your time thinking, do you know what, I'll just set this one up on here and I'll never actually get any genuine matches or not. They'll just analyse it and tell me if they think I'll be successful or not. Rather than do that, you could perhaps spend your time trying to invent something as great as the croll, the croissant roll, which is just basically a croissant that somebody has cut in half. There you go. There's my thoughts. Episode 51 of the podcast will be out next weekend, but that is episode 50 all done for this week. Thank you so much indeed for checking it out. Another week of Drive Time on atomradio.co.uk, on TuneIn, on iTunes Radio and your smart speaker, of course, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, 3 until 7. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, subscribe, and if you really did, tell all your friends as well so they can subscribe. Have a great week. I'll see you the Monday afternoon at 3 for Drive Time, UK time, or back next week for another podcast.
Atom Radio. Ooh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
Mark Denham.
Atom Radio.